Conquerors, Warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm Vincent. I got my superstar producer, big time Bijan Kelly.
Me, can you? Now you can hear me.
Now I can hear you, man.
And Bijan is in the house.
How BJ doing, man?
BJ's doing all right. How's Vince doing?
I'm cool, man.
I thought you were gonna keep it up. Are you gonna say your name and Vince is good.
No, I'm good, man. This is good. We talking about talking to each other in third person.
Yeah. Hey,
Cool though, man. Hey,
it's cooler out there.
It is cooler, yeah. It just came out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
and it is definitely cooler out there. Um
It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable.
yeah,
It's not freezing. It's
no.
cold. It's cold, but it's not, you know.
Yeah, you gotta have on a little jacket or some long sleeves or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that. Definitely that. How was your weekend, man?
Weekend was all right. Yeah, it's cool.
Mhm.
How's yours?
Yeah, it was okay. I got a lot done.
Hey.
Yeah, of course, in work mode, but got some things accomplished. I'm proud of it.
All right.
So everything's moving right along. Um, we are increasing our numbers on TikTok. So, you know,
Cool.
yeah. So hopefully we can keep that up and we can be moving on to some live uh TikTok moments, which be cool.
That'd be
Uh,
real cool, especially, um, like you mentioned, being able to get other like TikTokers on the stream and stuff like that. That'd
right.
be that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, the lovely Jimmy? How you doing, brother? Um, Thank y'all again for chiming in. You can tell, man, when somebody is about their business. You know what I'm saying? When we ask, hey, can y'all chime in if you're watching the show or whatever? And the people that do, the hey y'all or the what's up, gentlemen, it's doesn't take much. Doesn't
Yeah,
take much.
don't take
But
much.
those are the type of people that I like to do business with, man. It's the simple stuff to me, that little bit of communication. Somebody asks you to do something, it don't take much to do, and it's done. You can ask some people, little stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? And they will drop the ball on it, man. They'll drop the ball on it. And you can't tell me that it ain't it's not because, it's only because you can't tell me, because I feel like it's only because they just choose not to do it.
Hmm.
Because it's something small. Like, hey, I'm gonna call you at 10:30, answer your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, would you admit, have their phone on them probably I don't know, 8 hours of the 12 hours in the day.
Yeah,
At least eight
more than
hours.
that, at least.
Probably more than that, but definitely 8 in reaching distance.
And well, I would say most people have their phone in their hand, um, for that amount of time, or like have the majority of that time. Not like sitting in your hand for 8 hours, but like definitely, I'll just leave it at
You
what it.
got it somewhere close, man.
Yeah, it's somewhere
You have
close.
it somewhere close. And for people to just to say they couldn't do it, and that's just an example.
Yeah,
But I'm saying
interesting.
what when we ask, hey, can y'all just acknowledge yourself? And we have the people that always doing it. You pay attention now, it's always the same people that do it. And I just want to say kudos. You know, Black people use kudos.
We can. I haven't heard it too often,
That might be
but
my first time using it. I just want to say, yeah, scratch the kudos. That's not swagged out enough for me. Um, I just want to say, hey man, I just want to give y'all flowers, man, for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now that's way more swag. That fits me better. That fits my character better.
yeah,
I just want to give y'all your flowers. You know who you are. You always follow instructions. That's it, man. Somebody who can follow instruction and direction, man, is more than likely, 9 times out of 10, is a superstar, man, or successful, I might say. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? The people who don't and can't, I can guarantee you will only go so far. You may be doing a little something, but you're gonna only go so far
yeah.
until you learn how to follow instruction and direction, man. And I just that just this is me giving the people they flowers who follow direction and instruction. When we always saying we ain't telling you to do nothing, we just asking you, just hey, just acknowledge yourself.
What did you call that? Meeting them at the camera, giving them some camera time.
Yeah, that was cool in the football season. Let's meet at the camera. Yeah, meet at the camera. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
remember
didn't
that.
that didn't catch much, didn't get much traction, man. But it was
Huh?
people who really, I don't think they really understood it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That was the football lingo I was trying to throw in there to grow, water it to see if we could get it to grow. Nobody really jumped on board
I
with let's
liked
meet
it.
at the camera.
I liked it. Might have to bring it back. You know.
I did too, man, because it was so it's a broad spectrum of what meet at the camera means. Anything successful, you accomplish something. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe you didn't do it enough. I mean, maybe you only said it like a couple times. You know?
Yeah, yeah, maybe so. I guess I didn't sit on it enough. Meet at the camera.
Yeah, meet at the camera.
Yeah, yeah. You do something good. You come back. Hey man, I had a great weekend, and man, we closed a big deal. Y'all made it the camera, man.
Y'all met at the camera. As a matter of fact, you know how many times they play songs on the radio. So,
Mhm.
I mean, and you hear that song on the radio for the fifth time in 2 days, it's in your head. It's in your
Yeah,
head. Let's meet at the
yeah.
camera.
It's meet at the camera. So man, maybe we'll bring it back. We can get a little traction on it this time, because since we've explained what it means, anything that you try to accomplish, that you accomplish anything successful, anything great in your life,
Yep.
meet at the camera.
Camera.
Yeah, yeah. You use it in several different ways. So yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you for what I'm saying, nudging me, man, to get that brought back.
Heck yeah.
So, so basically, little bro, you see, I didn't shoot you anything, man. We gonna have to do again, man. You just gonna have to chop it up, man. Anybody listening want to shoot something out here, any kind of topics, man, you want to talk about? Let's talk
Um,
about it.
you know,
Because right now, go ahead.
we could start off with something here. Angela Bassett. I just kind of saw this scrolling on my timeline. Actually, um, did you watch the Oscars? Do you watch the Oscars?
I did not, man.
Yeah, no,
I
I
did
don't.
not.
I don't watch the Oscars either. But um, Angela Bassett, you're familiar with her,
Oh yeah.
black actress.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she lost the award for Best Supporting Actress to Jamie Lee Curtis, and apparently she's going viral because she could not hide the disappointment.
Really? What?
Yeah,
What? I mean, I know
she
she
didn't.
was in what is that? Wakanda. So what was Jamie Lee Curtis in?
Let's see. What was she in? Jamie Lee Curtis was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. I've never seen that. I don't know what that is.
I've never even
Everything.
heard of that on the
Yeah.
advertisement.
But we're just a different demographic. But apparently, Everything Everywhere All at Once was the most successful film of the night, because there were a lot of other awards won in different categories for that film. Um, but yeah. So apparently, Angela Bassett has some people kind of upset at her. So one person said, regardless of who you think should have won, it was poor on Angela Bassett's part to just sit there miserably when Jamie won and not be happy for her. I don't think. I
Hmm.
mean, why do you have to look happy? I mean,
Well,
as
yeah,
long as
that's well. No, I mean, I guess that's what athletes call sportsmanship. Even when you lose, you got to lose gracefully. So yeah, that shows maturity when you lose. And I mean, even if you feel like you was railroaded, supposedly you that shows maturity
I
and
have no doubt. I have no doubt she if there is a conversation, she, wouldn't have acted cordially. But this is her sitting down in the audience and the camera's just on her. And this is her just sharing real emotion on her face. You know, she's not having a temper tantrum or nothing. As a matter of
Mm-hmm.
fact, let me show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I mean, really, just looking at her, I don't see why people are so upset. I think this is just one of those things with social media where
Mm.
people
And take it and roll with it.
no, where with social media, people look at something and they feel like, oh yeah, I know what's going on there. And you're looking at it from miles away through a computer screen and you're like, yeah, I know what that person's feeling. I know what that person's thinking. You
Right.
know. So this is her. So I mean,
Mm.
first off, they didn't really. This is like a three
Yeah.
second clip. I wish I could find a longer clip, but apparently, she's
Well,
not
I mean, they getting it
clapping.
for the not clapping thing, probably,
Uh,
man. And Jamie Lee looked like she surprised she won.
yeah, she was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is. I'm gonna see if
But
I can find a longer clip, but
yeah,
I
it's
won't.
probably the black thing, man. I didn't see. I've yet to see the movie, um,
Hmm.
the Wakanda movie. I hadn't saw
Hmm.
it. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
But I heard it was very, very good. Um, and I heard Angela Bassett was great in it. I don't know. I haven't even. I ain't know Jamie Lee Curtis was still doing it. I really didn't. Last
yeah,
movie
me
she
either.
was in was Trading Places.
That was what, early 2000s or is that 90s?
That was the '90s, man. That's the last
Oh,
movie I ever seen her in.
oh, dang. I'm sure she's been in stuff since then,
I'm
probably.
sure she has too.
Different
That's just the
different
last one I
audience,
seen.
right?
Yeah.
Different audience. Cause I know her face, but I really my generation, my demographic, I can't even name anything that I've seen her in. I just know her face,
Mm.
you know.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, a long time ago, man.
Yeah, I don't know. So that was something small, but yeah,
Mm.
apparently she's getting some not not canceled or anything. Just you know, like people just upset at her saying, "Oh, she's a poor sport or whatever." But I
Yeah.
don't think she's being rude. She's
Right.
in the audience. Just there's people that don't bow their head when you pray in church. You know, it doesn't mean they're being rude. They're just not bowing their head. Maybe maybe they're still part of it. You know, I don't know. I don't know.
Right. 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 I feel you, bro. I feel you.
I don't know.
I feel you. What's up, Bo? I
What else is
feel
there?
you. Man, I've been getting a lot of pushback, man, on my theory
Hmm.
that a lot of couples need a couple of days apart to stay in. Like, you remember I when I said that couples don't really like each other. Was that the show you missed? But I said a lot of couples really don't like each other. Those ones who spend so much time together, and that all they need to do is take a little time apart, whether it just be a weekend, one weekend out the month. Some of them just depends on how much you don't like the other one. It may be you may need to take you 2 weekends apart and spend 2 weekends fully together. But
What
and
about
it's
two
not.
weeks? Is that too much? Two
Yeah,
weeks
that's
too
too
much?
much, man. See, it's not about that kind of thing. It's just you don't need when you still love somebody but you don't like them. You don't need but a couple of days away.
Hmm.
A couple of days, because when I say you don't like them, it's because they irritate you. You get on each other's nerves, like anybody.
Yeah.
If you work with somebody, a coworker, every day, eventually y'all in close proximity where let's say y'all got, you know, side by side cubicles, eventually you're gonna get tired of one another.
Hmm.
And you can camouflage it a little bit more with your work people, because you definitely have to at work. You don't want to lose your
You have
job.
to. Yeah.
But when you're home, it's the little things, man. If you be with somebody every day, all day, you get to the point to any little thing they do, man, irritates the heck out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
And
you can't really hide it all that well.
you can't hide where you get to where you don't even want to hide it.
Right, right, right.
You don't even want to hide it, man. And but a little getaway for the weekend. And I'm not talking about no crazy stuff. I ain't talking about with somebody else. It's not about that at all. That doesn't have anything to do with it. It's just spending time with yourself. See, a lot of times, man, it's the responsibility that that couples put on one another that
Mm.
drives them crazy. It's the responsibility. It's the guy. Every day the lady has to, you know, look out for the kids. She has to look out for her dude. She has to, she picking up after everybody. She working. She's going to work, and that's getting on her nerves.
Mhm.
Then she come home, and then she got the kids tugging her. Can we do
Yep.
this? Can we do that? You got all of these things, man, and that's the responsibility that's put on you. Same thing with the guy. He got, these bills coming in, these bills coming in. This kid want this grandkid want this, your lady want this. And, it's the responsibility.
So then, were you saying you take the relationship for granted at that point?
It's always, if you so long, I mean, you're gonna do that. That's human nature.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's cool. That's
Mhm.
cool because this is who you've been having your back. This is who you expect to have your back. So even that's cool. But you still need that 1 or 2 days to just recharge, to just decompress, man, to just
Hmm.
only be responsible for yourself.
Mm.
When I say that, I'm saying you not making sure that she eats, she not making sure that you eat. Because when you got your lady, she's coming home, she gonna call you. Hey, you ate?
Uh-huh. Or call you with the opposite. Hey, I'm hungry.
Exactly. Either way, and you may have had a day from hell where you don't even feel like eating. You just want to come home and
Right, right, right.
you know what I'm saying, not even really have a conversation, just come home and kind of be to yourself. But you don't get to have that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my theory, you know, I think my theory will allow you because, like I said, you might not like them, but you still love them. So long as you got that love in now, you can miss them for a couple of. If you not with them for a couple of days, then you will start to miss them. Then you can get back, and then you smiling, girl. I couldn't wait to see you.
Hmm.
This and that, and this and that. It's almost like, you know, your 2 days feel like it's been a week since you've seen them. You know what I mean?
And you know what? You get a break from everything else, right? Like work, you get a 2-day break
Get a
typically. I
two
mean,
day
let's
break.
say, or if you're 4 days on, 3 days off, or whatever you are, you get a break.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships, you don't. You
Right.
don't. Not with not if you're living with them. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Having
Now,
a
I mean,
break.
this is only live with couples for the most
Right.
part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't live with them, then who knows? You may go 2 3 days anyhow. But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about the ones who live with one another, man. And a couple of guys that I know was like, yeah, man, I agree, man. But they was like, man, well, how can I, because if I mentioned that to my lady, or well, one did mention it to his lady, and she was automatically thinking he was trying to mess around. You know what I'm saying? So he ran into that, and he was like,
Hmm.
man, I'm just trying to tell her, and she automatically think, oh, you must be trying to go. That kind of stuff right there, man. You know, depending on what he's did in the past, that's
Hmm.
when that kind of stuff comes up. And then depends on how insecure he or she is, because this is on the same end. Ladies, man, ladies probably need more than guys, real talk, because they got more
Yeah.
on them. Especially if you got kids, they got more on them, so they probably need it more, man. Whether they just take a couple days, go hang out with their sister,
And
go to their sister
women
house,
are women are good at that though. Women, from my understanding,
good
have
at what?
their good at getting their time. You know, they go out with their girls, have like go get their nails done or something, go get their hair done, and like to get away. Also, even though they're doing something, it's like they're still taking that time to themselves. I think women might be better at that than men. Maybe.
They do a lot of self care where a lot of guys don't.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, man, once they throw in the towel and get fat and older and probably not as vibrant and all
Hola.
that, then they don't do as much self care, man. But ladies tend to hold that up. Yeah, they self care, but still they need more than a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
They need a couple of days, at least once a month.
Yeah.
To where they ain't got to worry about, because they got, the kids calling all day long. Mama, I need this. Mama, give me this. Give me. I need. I want. Man, that could be like. And then you got your dude. He. What we gonna eat tonight?
Just
Oh,
adding on to it.
yeah. What we gonna eat tonight? What we oh. And then next thing you know, later on that night, he trying to bend over, and it's
Mm.
just she ain't got no time, man. She
Yeah.
need that couple of days where she, even if she just go and get her room, man, for the night. You know what I mean, or for a couple of nights, man. Where it's just the the
Who?
the remedy
Her?
is only her.
I don't agree with that.
Is only being responsible for her. That's it, man.
Why she gotta
Only
get a
being
why she
responsible.
gotta get a room?
Maybe she ain't. I mean, she may not want to even be dealing with no girlfriends.
Mm, mm.
You know what I'm saying?
She
Ain't
better
no,
go
what's
for a
wrong with that?
long. She better go for a long drive. No, I'm joking. I just don't.
I
I don't
don't.
know.
I don't see anything wrong with it, man. I don't see
I
anything wrong
think.
with it.
I think it. If you're in the same city and you're just gonna go stay in like another hotel, I think that's kind of strange. But if you're gonna go take like a
What's
little
strange
trip,
about it? If you just trying to have some time to yourself,
I don't know. Maybe actually go somewhere. I don't know. It's just strange to me.
I don't see the strange part in it. I don't.
Mm.
But see, I'm saying you're
What
saying
if?
for two different reasons. I'm saying just to be responsible for yourself for a couple of days.
Yeah, but that might cause more problems. I mean, try explaining that to to your dude.
That's what I'm
I
saying
know
right
I
now.
know her explaining it to me. I'm gonna be like, "You're gonna do what? You're gonna go stay in a hotel? Why? Oh, I'm trying to just get out or something, get away. Okay, I could just like, I don't know, sleep on the couch or something. You don't gotta.
Your ass still on the couch.
Well,
You still here.
I don't
So
know.
what happens
He could
is
go
when
sleep on the couch or something.
so what happens is when you say I'm gonna go, I can go sleep on the couch. When she comes out the room to get some water, and you on the couch, she looking at you like, damn, cause she's
Nah, it shouldn't.
frustrated, man.
It shouldn't be that bad. It should just be like a peace and quiet thing. But if you see them and you're already like taxed, like you're already feeling that strain just from seeing them, that's different. Come on, that is different. 2 days of getting away from them ain't gonna fix that. When you
Well,
look
I
at them and
guess
you're like, ugh,
I guess I'm saying if you've been with somebody 10 plus years or more, 10 years or more, man, you get to no, I'm not even saying that. You can be with somebody for 3, 4, 5 years, man, and you just get to the point to where the little things irritate you. And maybe I
yeah,
hope I'm trying not to say this wrong, man, because it ain't no ill will or nothing like that. But you get to the point to where you get irritated with one another.
yeah,
And once you get irritated with one another, you have to do something to let that irritation out, man.
yeah.
Staying together alone, you're just gonna get more and more irritated.
Mm, hmm.
So that's why I come up with that. So I mean, what's your remedy if you be with somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? I mean, if you just keep going and going and going, eventually somebody gonna buy out, and then that's gonna be it.
Uh, hmm.
What
You
up,
know, it's
Sam?
it's interesting, but I think maybe just activities. Because think about this. You are with each other day in, day out for 3, 4 years. Let's say that 4 years. day in
Right.
and day out, countless hours. I mean, you got to pull out a calculator to count how many hours you two have spent together.
Right.
A weekend apart isn't gonna stop some irritation. It's gonna, kind of let the water, let the boiling waters, kind of calm down a little bit. No, I don't think, spending 48 hours away from them, no contact with them is going to help. I think it's activities. I think it's a little bit over time. So then overall, maybe that's 48 hours throughout that week that you had to yourself, and maybe a whole,
What you
I
mean by a little bit of activities? What do you mean?
I think like sprinkled on,
Them doing activity together?
like cheese and lasagna, just layered. You do something by yourself, do your normal stuff. Do something by yourself, do your normal stuff. I just don't think it should be a huge block. Like on Facebook, they doing these nasty cooking videos, and they just get a block of cheese and they just chunk it in there, and then they don't cook it and they mix it up. Like I think, I think I think it needs to be layered, man. I think that's the only way it's really gonna help that irritation. Like somebody that leaves the house every day, goes to work and comes back, is gonna probably be less irritated with their. I think they're gonna be less irritated with their partner than if they, worked from home and saw them all the time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I think if during the pandemic, I think that's we saw a lot of couples driving each other mad, driving each other crazy, and then the jobs came back, and those that weren't working that then started going back to work. Hey, don't hear no more complaints.
Well, basically, you just kind of said what I've said, that the ones who went to leave and go to work are less irritated than the ones who stay there and work from home and see each other all the time. And the ones who do, we saw they were driving each other mad.
Yeah,
That's pretty much the same thing I'm
I
saying.
agree with that, but I don't agree with the huge block of time, of like spend a whole weekend. I don't think that's necessary.
You don't think a whole day or two, a month would? I mean, I beg to
not
differ,
not to
man.
the not to the extent of staying in a completely different location where it's like a full 48 hours, you don't even want to see them or nothing. I mean, I get that on a sense of like maybe once every now and then, once in a blue moon, just to have a complete reset. But I think just to be happier, I just think you need regular you time, anyways, just regular you time where you go work out, where you go hang with friends, where you go do a little
But when you
treatment for
come back
yourself.
home after that couple of hours of you time, you still got those same responsibilities. So I just basically all I'm saying is same thing you saying. I'm saying you just take more time.
I don't know. You got
I'm
the same
saying you just
responsibilities after 48 hours, but they're
you
probably
do,
worse.
but I mean you and you know you're gonna have the same responsibilities, and that's cool. But you had 2 whole days where you have any responsibilities, versus your theory where you just got 2 hours where you ain't got, and then those 2 hours, if she know you coming home, she's still gonna say, "Hey, what time you leaving the gym?" Because you still at the gym, you hooping, your phone ringing, you looking at your phone like, damn, what the hell she keep calling me? She know I'm at the gym. You answer your
Something a
phone, she
little
send
longer.
you a text. Oh,
Something a little
text me
longer.
when you coming home. I want you to stop at Chick-fil-A, give me a set.
I hear what you're saying, but to be more specific, because you are absolutely right. You go do something yourself and still get bothered, get 7 calls, and all you
Yeah,
did was go up the street.
that's
But
it. She's at the nail salon trying to get her me time. She's getting her nails done. He knows she getting her nails done, but he knows she'll be back in a few hours. So he
yeah,
texting, "Hey, you almost done." He texting again because she ain't responding. Like she got her doggone nails up in the air, man. And he texting again, "What you want to eat tonight?" You know what I
yeah,
mean? Text me when you leave. I know you probably still getting your nails done. Text me when you leave. And
yeah.
he doesn't text her
That's a lot.
4 times while she
That's a
trying to
lot.
get her nails done.
That's a lot. But what I mean is that time apart, but on your own time. Not where you're just going to like just work out. I mean, like you're going for an for a set amount of time that you can start and end yourself with no interruption, whether you turn your phone off or whatever. I mean the uninterrupted time. That's what I'm saying. Like if you go and you go let's say let's say 2 times a week, you go and you have like a 4 hour, you know, um I don't know, let's say you like to golf or swim. You go, have a nice day at the beach by yourself for 4 hours, and then another day you go and you go golfing with partially by yourself, and then with a couple people for 4 hours or something. I don't know. You're at the country club for 4 hours. I don't know, but it's uninterrupted. So you don't have to think about it at all. When you finish with that, you will feel reset a bit. I don't think it's going to be any different than going for a whole 2 days.
It is because they know you're not coming home. So they let you have that. When they know you coming home, whether it be 4 hours, 6 hours, but I know you'll be home a little later. I'm gonna have something. I'm gonna have something, some tasks for you, because I know you're coming home.
Well, let's okay. Well, then what about this? So you do that. You spend 2 days away in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Realistically, you
Two
know,
days in a
re-
month. In 31 days, you spend two of those days to
re-
yourself.
realistically, that's probably going to be pretty hard to do. So let's just say 1 day a month to yourself. 24 hours, a full 24 hours to yourself 1 day.
Okay, let's go with that.
Okay. You still have to go the other whole 29 days.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna start even like regretting. Like first you're gonna be looking forward to it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my day, and then eventually you're gonna be like, man, I don't even want my day. It's a whole day. It's a lie, because this isn't a real day, and during that day there's stuff that piles up.
Of
Versus if
course.
that day was, those 24 hours were split up evenly, then you could be looking forward to this regular, more, short term. I just feel like it'd be better. I just feel like it'd be better.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
what up, Herb? I just don't think you true. I just don't think you truly get it when he or she know you're coming home. I just don't think you truly get it. Do you know some people, if they know you coming home after being gone all day
Mhm,
at work and they're home,
mhm.
you know that some people will wait till you come getting ready to come home before they say, "Can you stop and get something to eat?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they've been home all this time.
Yep.
But they will say they will because they know you coming home. "Damn, I need to go give me something to eat. Damn, I'm hungry." But they will wait because you're coming home. That way they don't have to get up and get out. They'll just wait and let you be on your way
I'm familiar.
and to just bring them something.
Whatever's convenient for them and
Right.
inconvenient for you.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yep.
And what you have to do. You may gripe, fuss about it. Damn, man, you been home, but you gonna stop. What you want, man? Damn, cause you
Mm,
coming home.
mm, mm, mm.
But if you're not coming home that 1 24 hour day that you got to yourself, nobody can. They're not calling you. They ain't at that point. They don't have a choice but to get up and go get them something. I just
Okay.
think that 1 24 hour day is worth way more 4 hour interval days over the month because you get that whole 24 hours to just you. To just be only responsible for yourself, man. If you don't want to eat, if you want to order room service, you don't want to get out of bed, if you don't want to brush your teeth, if you don't want to change clothes, if you don't want to do any of these things, but because you have somebody, you have to do all of those things. You have to get up, you got to get groomed, you got to take care of yourself, you got to, because your lady ain't gonna let you walk around like that.
Yeah.
Your dude ain't gonna let you if you're a lady walk around like that. He gonna be saying, "What the hell wrong with you, man? Damn, you ain't going there and do something to yourself."
I just think it's gonna come and go too fast. I just think it's gonna come and go way too fast.
And it may be, but I mean, I think that it'll when a lot of people when they get that, they come back, man. They be like, can't wait to get back to their responsibilities.
Let me ask you this: um would you rather have, let's say right now it's a 5 day work week and 2 days off. So let's say we bump that up. So what is that? So you're working 20 days and you're off 8 days. All right. So let's bump that up and say a 4 day work week and 3 days off. So you're working 16 days and you're off 12 days, right? All right. Working 16 days, off 12 days. Would you rather work a consecutive 16 and then be off a consecutive 12? Or would you rather do like 4 days on, 3 days off, 4 days on, 3 days off?
I mean, I would be good with working 16 off a whole 12. You can plan a lot off 12 days. You can get a lot done off 12 days. You know what I mean? I got a whole 12 days off. Man, I can take a whole week to just go out of town, maybe take me a little mini vacation. I can take that next week, come back, do some stuff around the house. They take that one day, give me some rest, and then I go back for my 16 days. That 4 days on, 3 day off thing, those 3 days go so fast, you don't even know they hit so hard, you don't even know you taking them because there's so much to do.
So in terms of relaxing, I agree with you. 12 days off, 16 days on. Way more relaxing. But what about the added on stress of you returning to work and having to get back into getting, cuz you had a whole 2 weeks off.
That typically don't take but a day, man. You take a day to see what whoever was doing your job done messed up. Take you another day, get everything back in order. By the third day, you back in the swing. Boom, that is running like clockwork. It just
Mm.
depends on what the job is. I used to work
It
years
depends.
ago.
It
I
depends.
worked at a company where they worked so many days. I can't remember. We worked so many days, and then we had 7 days off. Worked so many days, had 7 days off.
How that
Like
work?
seven on. It was great, man. We always look forward to, you hear people say, "Man, I'm good, man." They be like, "Man, how what's going on with you this weekend?" "Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm going on myself." "Oh, okay." So everybody who worked there knew, "Oh man," they was envious of you. You finna go on yourself. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
mm, mm,
So you
mm,
got
mm.
7 whole days off, and then don't mess around and throw your vacation days in there too. So if you smart about it, you'll throw you a couple of days before you sell them, a couple of days after you sell them. So now you got 11 days off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool. I don't know. I was I think it's just preference then, because I was trying to think, maybe there's one that's better, but it really does depend. And I think it depends on the type of relationship you have too. It depends on the type of job and depends on the type of relationship. Because there's some relationships you really can't. Like if you got kids,
Mm-hmm.
you can't just leave, your spouse. You would hope you could, but in most cases you can't just leave your spouse for a whole.
1 day? If I can't leave you with the kids for 1 day, then we got a problem. If you
Oh,
can't leave
okay.
me with the kids 1 day, we being realistic about the relationship thing, what we was talking about.
Uh,
And I bumped it down to 1 day. I actually compromised because I was initially saying
right,
2 days,
right,
and then I said, okay, let's rock with one. We'll rock with
right.
1 day, okay. And I just feel like that 1 day, man, you plan it. It's like that 1 day you plan it almost like a vacation, man. Like, damn, I'm gonna get me a room at so and so. And like I said, ain't nothing crazy, man. You can actually let her know, hey, well, I'm gonna be staying where I'm gonna be staying, da da da. It's nothing, to be trying to do no crazy stuff. It's only to, get yourself back. Cause a lot of time, BJ, when you together so long, man, and you get irritated, you get snappy, man.
Yeah, okay. I hear you.
You get snappy at your significant other, man. You know what I'm saying? Just the little stuff, man, that you be like, what the hell? You know, they like, man, who the hell keep wasting this damn juice on the counter, man?
Yeah,
Damn. You get that way. You know
man.
what I'm saying? And you know, everybody be like, oh, shit, what the hell wrong with mama?
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh shit, what the hell, what's going on with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
I
got the
hear you.
job going on, the family thing going on. It's just so many responsibilities that's been piled on him or her, man, to where they just feel like they drowning. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? The responsibilities and all that's gonna be there when you come back, but it gives you a chance to come back. It gives you that 24 hours, give you a chance to maybe even think about, when you laying in bed, laying on the couch, man, you looking at the ceiling fan going around, and you just be in thought about what's going on, and sometimes some clarity will come to you.
Hmm.
Okay, so damn, I'm having a problem with. I said, so I need to pay this, and then I pay that. Okay, that's what I do. That's what I do. But when it's steady on you, steady piling on you, sometimes you can't think.
So, so I'm sitting here thinking about how difficult that would be to plan. But how far ahead are you like planning this? Because things pop up.
Things do pop up, and I mean, because you're a responsible guy, a girl, a lady, you have to take it on how it is. So I mean, you don't plan it monthly, but you may 2 weeks out, a week out, be like, you know what, next weekend I'm gonna run down to Austin, man, grab me a room, and
Hmm.
sometimes you may go with your buddy. Sometimes you may go with your girl. The ladies may go with their gal. Or sometimes they may just run down by themselves. But you like you said earlier though. You whoever your significant other is, man. You got to have somebody that's secure
Right,
with
right, right.
that
Yeah, because I'm
because
just thinking of all those problems. Like I'm thinking of the problems where something comes up and you're like, man, okay, not this week. So that's why I cut down that 2 to 1 because I'm like, that sounds like that'd be difficult to get a whole 48 hours straight. Sounds like that'd be difficult. You're gonna be
mm,
getting that call, you know. Oh,
right,
hey, I know you're but blah blah blah. And
yeah.
then on top of that, security, like where are you at for 48 hours? Someone could be really secure, which is rare, or someone could be like, I need to know something, I need you to check in or something, or blah blah
And
blah.
yeah, you can do that. You can call y'all can talk on the phone and this and that. Again, the most important thing I'm talking about is the lack of responsibility when you take this day.
Hmm.
That's it's not even necessarily to get away from your significant other, but more so to get away from the responsibility that comes with it. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So I'm not saying you go somewhere y'all don't talk or nothing like that. Y'all can be talking on the phone like y'all courting or something, like girlfriend and boyfriend. But I don't have to bring you nothing home from work. I don't have to bring you no food home because I'm in Austin. You know what I'm saying?
So so what is this, like a theory of like earning PTO in your relationship?
I mean, I mean, if you want to look at it like that, I mean, if you want to look at it like that,
So
see, I'm trying to keep it on a light level because that's the way I'm trying to present it. It's not just a get away from your spouse thing or your significant other
no,
thing.
no, I think you made sense. You said get away from the responsibility. So first off, you got to be on it and you have to earn that, right?
Right,
Because if
right.
you're, let's say a stay-at-home mom that's not cooking or cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
and the kids, sometimes eat breakfast.
Right,
you know,
right.
um, does she deserve 48 hours off to herself when she gets, practically 8 to 10 hours every day to herself? Like, so I mean, it sounds earned, it sounds deserved. Like you gotta be
Well,
on
that's
it or
another
something.
talk show, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But I mean, it's just. Do you remember you see some of those movies, right? some of those TV shows, some of those movies where they'd be like, man, the guy just ran, man. He just left the family and left. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And you'll see some of these TV shows where the guy be saying, you come home, be like, he just left me and mom. You know what I mean? The dude be he a lot of guys would run away from their responsibilities, man. It gets so overwhelming, they would just leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They would just leave, man. They don't want to be, which of course, you and I look at it like, man, they straight cowards. But they just get to the point to where they throw in the towel. Man, I'm trying to support for my family and I can't do it. I keep getting knocked down. I can't keep no job. The money I am making ain't enough. We living like peasants. You got your lady complaining because you're getting pink notices in the mail and this and that. And it just get
Yeah.
overwhelmed to where they just leave, man. But that responsibility, man, not only can it be mentally draining, but it can be physically and emotionally break you down, man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
To where, if you don't get on top of it, it can almost stroke you out. You know what I'm saying? Because you're so stressed out.
Man.
So that's why I said, man, I just feel like both men and women both need it, man. Just some time to they just only responsible for they self, man. Because both have people tugging at them all day, every day.
Hmm.
All day, every day. Have people tugging at them, wanting this, needing this. Can you do this? Can you do that? Will
Yep.
you do this? When you gonna do this? When you gonna do that? You be like, God, dog, man. You take you a day, it's just you. You may be on the phone with you later. What you finna do? Oh man, I'm finna go downstairs at this little bar, man, give me a burger and fries. You just get your little burger fries, man. You just, what I'm saying? That's it. You may you may be so you may be so be gone 7, 8 hours, man, where you be like, damn, I miss my gal, man. Now you on the
Yeah.
phone with her the whole damn near the whole time.
Yeah.
Cause you missed it, you miss it. You know what I'm saying? But you need it, but you miss it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's just it's
Yeah. I think I see where I differ in my opinion with that, cuz yeah, no, it's just not clicking for me. It's not, the puzzle pieces ain't fitting.
you don't
Yeah,
feel it, huh? You don't
yeah,
feel
it's just, I think you're more okay with this is what it is,
it.
and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and then to for myself, I'm gonna cope. I'm gonna fit it in. I'm gonna squeeze it in. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like me, like I'm looking at it like, but why does it have to be that way? And I understand. I understand there are some things you can't change or can't control, but first, I think, could it be influenced? Could it be controlled? Okay, okay, okay. It can't. All right, all right, all right. I'll bow down and I'll figure out how to cope and move around it. But like
Right.
that's not my first, that's not my first thing. My first thing is more of like, d-
Mm-hmm.
d- uh, does that have to exist? Does that, could I train these kids to be more, less needy and get a wife that, is less
That'll
bling
kill
bling
you.
bing ding ding ding,
Nah, nah, no way. Ain't no way. I mean, it's the same. We use the whole, gal, wife, husband analogy, girlfriend, boyfriend analogy, man. But I mean, it could be the same thing with you growing up in the house with a sibling. You get tired of your brother.
Mm-hmm.
You get tired of him. Dang, you make me sick, man. How many times your sister done told you growing up, you make me sick? Made her sick, man. You know what I mean? You made her sick. She was sick, made her sick to look at you.
I think it's
She
vice
loves you.
versa. Vice versa. But yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. You told her, you make me sick, man.
Yeah.
But it was just the little thing she was doing was getting on your nerve.
Yeah, yeah. Day in, day out. Yeah.
Right. But if you stay gone from a couple of days, you can cope with it a little bit better
Mhm.
when you come back.
But the
Instead of
thing
you,
is, once I come back, I'm like, I don't really even still want to do this. So then, so then, I just tune out while I'm there. You know?
yeah, that's hard to do, man. Especially when you got responsibilities, it's hard
Yeah,
to
right,
tune out.
right. With the sibling is a little different. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Earl said the pandemic exposed you a lot of that. So did Earl. So did. That pandemic, man, what it did was it wouldn't allow people to get away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that didn't last, bro.
Yeah,
Them jokers just end up eating up. They just end up hating each other's guts, man. And when they
mm-hmm.
finally unlocked the doors, they went their separate ways because they
Yeah,
really found out, man, I hate you, man.
yep.
I hate you too. You know
and
what I
and
mean?
and not only being locked up, quarantined together, but also stressed together, you know,
Yeah.
whether it's over you being, stressed on getting sick or stressed on making money or stressed on, thinking of someone else's health or whatever, or the
Mhm.
status of the world, it's like, man.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Cause I mean, with that, you had the stress of not being able to work. When we gonna do this? When we gonna doing the paperwork to try to get some of the funds? And it
Hmm.
just became a lot, man. And
Yep.
then you had to be with one another. You had to be um, uh, intimate with one another.
Someone you may have not even necessarily chosen to be in
Um,
that situation with.
absolutely, absolutely. And so that became that's when a lot of them really saw that the other one really didn't even want to be with them
Right.
because when they was getting out, they was getting needs taken care of other places.
Hmm.
So when they came home, it was just a hey, how you doing? And a go to sleep, and that was it.
Yeah. It's like, it's like once the doors opened, did they stay out or did they come back?
A lot of them stayed out. A
Yeah.
lot of them stayed out, Doc. I don't know what the statistics was, but I think it was a lot of breakups
Hmm.
um, around that time.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there was a lot of breakups, man,
Makes sense.
which is sad, but
Makes
hey,
sense.
it is what it is. But hey, man, listen, man. Thanks for having this conversation with me, man, and I hope it helped. Like I said, I was getting, kind of getting a little questioned about it. Um, had one or two people saying, nah, that kind of like you was like, nah, that ain't gonna work. But I guess to each his own. So you figure out what works best for you. Um,
Yeah.
but I do know that that's what happens when you together with somebody like that, man. You eventually y'all get on each other's nerves, and it's human nature. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that's something that happened.
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, regardless of which side or which point of view, I think it's important that people test it because they don't know, if they don't try it out.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how you know if it's going down. If you see your significant other and they doing something and it's really not a big deal what they doing, and you turning your nose up at it or you complaining about it or it turns into an argument, that's you in that phase.
Hmm.
You have to think, and I said it earlier, it's something can be as small as you waste some juice on the counter and forget about it. Didn't know you wasted it.
Hmm.
Could completely not know it wasted or whatever. And then he or she comes downstairs and see it and goes bananas.
Hmm.
You know, if they be like, you wasted some juice on. Oh no, I ain't know, babe. My bad. Don't worry about it. I got it. Y'all good. But if who the hell wastes this juice on him?
You
Damn,
can't
I'm
clean
so
up
damn
behind yourself.
exactly. So damn sick of cleaning up behind y'all. Y'all make me sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you in now.
No, but there are some people that just have that personality. But I hear you. Like if that's out of the norm, right? And they're
Yeah,
just snapping, like you said, snap. That
yeah.
that word specifically, it's like, hey, that's not. that's not. Hey, what's wrong? Like you said, what's wrong with mom? What's wrong with dad? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Then now everybody on eggshells, like just go to your corner and don't say nothing.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
kid come around the corner. I'll clean it up. Didn't even spill it. You know.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, boy, it's deep then, dog. It's deep. Come around the corner and see mom or dad in the kitchen, you just bag out the room like a Western movie. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
telling you, man. Yeah, man. So listen, hey man, y'all hit that like button, man. Follow us on TikTok and get back with us on Wednesday, man. Let's chop it up a little bit more. And BJ, man, you have a good Tuesday, bro.
You
Have
too,
a good
man.
Tuesday, man. And
Enjoy less of this heat. You know,
less of this heat, yeah.
a little better out there.
Right on. Right on. All right, brother. I'll catch up with you Wednesday. Until then, holla.